Yes. Prøv lige at give den et par reps.
Det larmer overhovedet ikke meget.
Det gør den overhovedet ikke.
It's coming up. Hello and welcome to the second part of Cheap to Clean. Today, or the next couple of days, I'm going to be doing some body work. And as you can see here, we have a couple of maintenance parts as well. This is the left rear door window regulator. That is shut down a couple of days ago. So that's going to be switched out. And at pretty much the same time, the coolant hose that goes from the thermostat to the radiator has bust as well. So today we're going to be starting off by changing these two things. After that, we'll be going to be doing some body work, and we're going to be changing a fuel filter because I haven't done that when I did the maintenance parts. So yeah, let's go. So as you can see here, this is the hose. We are switching because it keeps leaking water out of this pipe. Oh. And air. I don't know if you can hear that on camera, but yeah. And it should be quite an easy fix, but it seems like I might have to cut the pipe here. But let's figure it out. Right, so I got the old hose off. It looks quite crusty. Alright, I start by taking the hose off and bringing it inside. Mostly because I don't really have a proper knife for this or anything like that. So I'm gonna kind of use a kitchen knife. Yeah, and just a closer inspection of it. It's broken there, and that's the part where I showed you. And I think it was stripping from the bottom here by the band. So yeah, but we're gonna have to try and cut this new one, but I'm gonna try and remove it a little bit. I might move it here instead, a little bit further down, so it doesn't get squished like that. It looks not good to flow. So if I cut it more like here, that should be better. I'll give it a try at least. So let's see if it works out. So yeah, I just undid the clamps and took it off, and look at all the dirt and grime that's in there. And this looks crusty. And all this dirt here on the cutting board, it's just all from that. So yeah, I'm gonna try and cut it now. Alright, we did it. This should make it so this bend doesn't curl in like that, like it did on this one. And this should still be able to go over the radiator. Hopefully, let's see. I hope so. Otherwise, we're gonna have to do some, yeah, fix somehow. Let's try it out when I put it back together and clean up the crustiness. So there we go, brand new hose on these sensors. Now we go mounted. So there we go. Now new hose is on. Better bend. Plus, I might have switched this, turned this wrong way, like direction. So, but every sensor can connect. And I had to cut a little bit more of this hose, so it wouldn't have that massive bend, otherwise it would be hitting into the power steering reservoir. Now let's move on to the next thing. Alright, now we're on the back seat of the car. And we're going to try to attempt to fix this window regulator. This requires that we take out the window. This is going to be fun. Yeah, it's quite easily put on this door card. It has a lot of clips all the way around. And then it has one screw for the door handle. And then you can take this out just by, because that's the only wire that's attached other than the cable wire. So let's just try and pick this up. I know my camera skills aren't great when I'm doing other things. There we go. See, there's the wire. You just peel this out. It might just need some not motivation, but oh, there we go. Didn't require that much. Then the button's out. That's nice. Handle, I've already unscrewed the button and removed the clip, which is just like a small screwdriver, and it's quite easy. Then to then get this out, well, you don't really get it out. You actually push it through the door card. But right now, for some reason, oh, there we go. You put it kind of like sideways, then you can get it through the door card. Let's remove this stuff here. Smithman bill and a OBD2 adapter thing. Quite handy. Just trying to take this card off. This should be one just gentle pull. Oh. I think the clips are bad. I don't have any clips here. I have them at the garage. Door card officially off. To the other side. And we have, it's quite simple. This part. Peel off this wind protector, whatever it is. Get off. You know what? I might stop filming for a bit. There we go. There we got this out. And I believe now we have to take out the outer chrome, whatever it is. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, this has been resprayed before. Pretty sure this isn't the original color. All right. I'll figure out what to do next and I'll let you know. So here we are, without the regulator on. I got window and everything out. You end up taking the chrome thing that's on the outside off and peel this up from beneath the window, but you gotta have the window all completely down. Then you remove the plastic cover that's on this trim, and then you remove the 3 screws underneath. That takes the other bit off so you can get the window out. After that, then you undo the regulator, which is held in by a 10mm bolt there, and Torx 40, 45-ish, something there. And then with the motor for it, which is in these 4 holes right here. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to record and work at the same time. So yeah, that's why I had a little bit of trouble recording this. But we got the new one on. The new engine on, or the old engine on the new regulator. So now we'll try and put it back in. All right, it's the next day. I didn't finish up the window completely. I ended up putting it in and putting in, so it just was airtight and no water seeping in. Still missing a few bits and bobs, like yeah, but I was missing a hammer or something like that to hit it back in with, and yeah. So now we're gonna continue putting the rest back together. The only other things I've done here now is put in the window, which is screwed into, I don't know, there. The window's screwed in with this one. Everything works now, perfect. And then we bolted this outer piece back in here and put the seal in again, so it seals. And now I'm missing the chrome parts out here and the door frame, and everything looks a little bit messy right now. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. And after that, I have a little fuel filter that I want to change, which is underneath here somewhere underneath the car. And then I want to empty out the back seats because yeah, we have some fuel gauge issues. Like, I had the fuel tank completely out when I did the rust in the back, and now where's the keys? Pocket, seconds. And now I just filled it up completely, just to, yeah, hopefully it doesn't get in trouble. But it only goes to halfway, so I think I placed one of the fuel pumps or fuel measures envelopes. I don't remember what they're called. But I think I misplaced one of them. So it might not be going all the way up as it should. So that's one of the goals for today. And then do the outside body work. At least the side panels here, do the white stuff here, and peel off this tape and sand this down and give it some paint. Just yeah, precaution. I'm not a bodywork guy, so this is gonna be great. First time I ever do bodywork, so great. Well, let's get moving on the panel, or the trim. Alright, so I got a hammer and some cardboard, because yeah, I don't have a rubber one, and I don't want to mess up the trim too badly. So I'm gonna try and hit it down with the cardboard on the hammer, kind of thing. Ish. So we'll try that. See if that works. You got the chrome part. Close the door again. It goes down like this. Let's see if I think it needs to be aligned with everything there. Seems to be. It was a bit down. Seems what it's. We even need the hammer. Alright, I was able to hammer it all down, so now it looks good. And okay, it's a little annoying, but yeah. Trim piece. I feel like trim pieces always kind of break a little bit when you try and peel them off and put them back on. Now we're just missing to put in the inner door card, the noise reductor, and put in the door card. And I think I have some new clips laying around for that, so I'll try and see if I can find some. I did end up finding my set of clips, and now let's see if we have any that match up with those we need on the plate here. Sorry, everything is a little bit messy. Let me see. Is it something like this? Could look like something like this-ish. But how do they go in? These don't fit that kind of thing. Alright, I'm gonna figure that out. This piece goes in there. Painted rubber. Okay, no. Up there. Please work with me. Did we get it? I think we got it. Looks better. All the paint is falling off again. Great. Okay, next part. This trim piece. Close the door a bit. It goes up there, covering these 3 bolts. Alright, I got it in after like kind of bending the top part inwards and the bottom part inwards and then squeezing it in. I was afraid I was gonna snap it. And now I've got this gap here that I'm gonna try and see if I can do anything about. Should be able to. I think it just needs to go properly on. So I'll try and do that. Alright, it's now been, I don't know, 30 minutes since I tried putting this piece on. It annoyed me. And then I realized this piece wasn't sitting correctly. So this piece. So I struggled with that for the 30 minutes and kind of gave up on this. But yeah, I'm gonna try and put this back on now. And I figured out how to put in new clips. Because you see there's a hole. And usually these kind of clips, you like squeeze them in through like a little gap in the side, but there's no gap. But they have these. Kind of like, so you can kind of screw them in instead. But of course my new clips doesn't have that. Oh. So these clips doesn't have that gap in between like the old one. So what we're gonna do is like a little snip and then cut it out a little piece and then screw it in like this one. I already gave it a try and it seems to be working. So, all right, we got the door card on, all new clips. Not too bad. Now time to test if the door will open and close. That's positive. I can get out here. Oh. Nice. Alright. Then next part is the what's the fuel pumps. Yes. Well, we start off by ripping the seat up on this end and the other end, which I already have done because it's a little bit difficult to do while you're recording. So we do this and just pull it out. There we go. Now there's access to the fuel pumps ish. Now we're here. It's just a couple of bolts or 3 bolts each for these plates, and then you're able to get access to the pump there. Then we unplug this wire on both of them. I think I only technically need to do one of them because I think this is the wrong one. So let's just start with that before we unplugging anymore. And then we just need a hammer and a screwdriver or something like that to hit this out. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. Alright, so I removed the clamp that was on this hose, and it's here. And then I knocked this loose. So then it's just able to screw it out now. Yes, probably using it at some point. It's not gonna be right now because I don't have any force. Oh, I don't want to break anything. It might be the other one. Oh, it's coming up. Back off. It must be that full. Fuck. Got it back down. Just squeeze. Okay. Yeah, maybe should wait for that till I use some more gas. Alright, it might not be this video, next video. Fucking hell. That is fucking annoying. I didn't expect that. I should have, I think, because I did fill it all the way up. Ah, annoying. Alright. After the disaster of yesterday, I decided that should probably aid a bit. I've decided to go for a change of the fuel filter instead. That's what's laying here. Undo this one. Yes. I don't know if you can see this, but I got the new fuel filter in. Now we're just going back to tighten the things. I didn't record the last bit because it was a little bit hard to do because the fucking the old school clamp system was. Where did I get? Where's the little screwdriver in? I just want to triple check. Can I be certain? It doesn't go anymore. And this doesn't go anymore. That should be good. Alright, I'll show you the old filter. This is the old filter. Don't know if you can see this BMW logo there. I think this is the original one, but if that means if that's the original one, it hasn't been changed in nearly 30 years, and that's quite mental. All right, well that's the fuel filter done, so I'm happy that's finished now. So let's get on to the next thing. Now the mission is to try and grind a lot of this stuff down, make it have it looking nice and flat. And then I have some paint in the right color that I'm gonna try to blast over it so it looks a little bit nicer until I can get it properly painted. Alright, it seems to be looking a lot better now. Still an itch, but I'm running out of these because yeah, I'm running out of them. I go through a lot of them because of so much I've filled on here. So I think I'm gonna spray some brake cleaner And then I'm gonna try and give it some more white paint just for next time. Alright, now I just marked up some covers so I don't spray paint all over the place. And I had some rust in here, so we're gonna do over again as well. Otherwise, we're just gonna do some primer here until like next weekend, when we're gonna try and do this again. And hopefully next weekend we'll be able to do it all over the place. So yeah, I'm gonna spray that, and then yeah, hopefully it looks nice. Now I'm finished with giving the bodywork some primer. Looks alright. It's gonna look even better when I get the proper color and get to be able to grind more of this bodywork down, but that's gonna be next week. And I got some good hair. I did accidentally paint this, but I'm sure that's gonna fall off again. So yeah, otherwise it looks better. No rust is gonna come here, so that's nice. Alright, so yeah. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like this episode. Well, see you guys on the next one. Bye.